Kia ora and welcome to this tutorial video on how to react and see the products of a metal with an acid. Today we're going to be reacting a piece of magnesium ribbon or magnesium metal with hydrochloric acid. So, first things first, we need to make sure that we are being safe, and you need to make sure you have your safety goggles on. I'll go get those now. Right, got my safety goggles, so I'm going to put those on now. Just so you know I've got them on. So, what we need to do is get a test tube, being very careful as it's glass not to drop it, and what we want to do is put our magnesium into our test tube. Okay, now if it has a little bit of water in it from being washed, it might stick to the side. Don't worry about that. I'll teach you a tip to get that magnesium down to the bottom of the test tube when we put the acid in. Next step is to measure, using a measuring cylinder, 1 ml of acid. We always want to be accurate, and we don't want to use an abundance of our resources, otherwise we're wasting them. So we're going to measure 1 ml, which is right down here. So I'm going to teach you a technique on how to do that. So firstly, we never measure from up here, where you can't see my head in this video yet, but we never measure from 1 ml from up here, because the way we're looking at it will be inaccurate. How we do it is we go right down to eye level. And we go right down here and we carefully pour our acid into the measuring cylinder right until the meniscus, which is sort of this shape here, is level with the value that we want, so 1 ml in this case. So we have nice 1 ml of acid here. Now when we're ready to react, we want to gather as much of the product that is being produced. And you'll know what's being produced in a second when you see the reaction. So the way we do this is we very carefully, making sure we don't get any on our fingers. If we do, we just wash our hands thoroughly, is to put it on. And you can see that fizzing away there, hopefully. And you might even be able to hear it if I put it near the microphone. Okay, and we want to gather the product. So we're going to very carefully put our thumb over the end there. And we're going to gather as much of that fizzing, and fizzing is the sign of a gas being produced, as possible. Put that to the side. Now, while one of your partners is doing that, you might want to get your splint and Bunsen burner ready. So, if you're not sure how to light a Bunsen burner, make sure you go and watch the Bunsen burner tutorial. But we need a splint for this. So, splint is just a stick that we're going to light on fire, and it's slow burn, so it won't burn as quick as a match. So we need to light that. So once we've got our Bunsen burner over here ready, we're going to light that. And when we think we're ready, our partner's going to release his thumb from here, and we're going to put the splint that's on fire just around the nozzle of the test tube here, just like that. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to reveal what happens. Now, the other thing I want you to do is just have a feel of the bottom of this reaction and tell me what you think is happening. So, just to recap, we've used hydrochloric acid with magnesium ribbon, okay, and we have created a reaction that produces products. The products are something that fizzes, and obviously something in the liquid, and we'll unpack that in class. Remember to be safe with the safety goggles on at all times when we're dealing with acid, and if you break any glass, inform the teacher and clean it up appropriately. Awesome, thanks for listening.